Welcome back to the Sports Mag Zone. We're turning our focus now to the NBA. Only 2 games were played on Thursday. At the Smoothie King Center, New Orleans Pelicans ended a 4-match losing streak with a 126-117 victory over San Antonio Spurs. Let's check out those highlights now.
Greg Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs taking on a New Orleans Pelicans squad playing without Brandon Ingram or Zion Williamson, so an opportunity for San Antonio. Trey Murphy, though, hands off to C.J. McCollum for the triple and the early double-digit lead. C.J. had 9 of the Pelicans' first 12 points. Pelicans now getting into Trey Murphy on the break for the two-handed jam. Then Dyson Daniels, the nice bounce pass to Willie Hernan-Gomez for the lefty slam. And you're going to have to see that one more time. Nice little dish and a better finish. New Orleans on the break. Jose Alvarado tosses it up to Jackson Hayes, who goes up and stuffs that one home on the alley-oop. Then it's Herb Jones getting the steal. We go the other way, and Herb Jones gets the jam, and it's 65-46. New Orleans at the break, up by 19. Second half, Jonas Valanciunas gets the dunk down low off the nice dime from Najee Marshall. Valanciunas had a double-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds, and it's C.J. McCollum again, bucket and the foul. Then McCollum, three-pointer plus the foul. He'd make the free throw for the 4-point play, and we've got more C.J. McCollum coming your way. Knocks down a three from over towards the corner, and New Orleans just cruising at this point. They're up by 17, but San Antonio rallying back. Jeremy Sohan, the rookie, so talented. 23 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Then Trey Jones gets a layup. He had 19 points on the game. Then it's Jones to Stanley Johnson for the and one lay, and all of a sudden we got a 10-point game. So who responds for New Orleans? Same guy all night, C.J. McCollum. Drives, steps back, knocks down the jumper. Then it's McCollum, end to end, gets the strip on defense, gets the pull-up three on the other. How about these numbers? 40 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds from McCollum. New Orleans gets the win by 9. The final score, 126-117.
Yeah, so the Pelicans, who led all teams in the West a fortnight ago, are now third in the conference. They went on a bit of a 4-game losing streak. And C.J. McCollum, George, only 6 feet 3 inches tall, not tall for an NBA player, just a smidgen taller than the netball star Shamir Sterling, who we spoke with on the zone yesterday. He was hot last night with 40.
Yeah, in real life he looks short. I've seen him up close a couple of times at a couple All-Star weekends, and he looks small.
Yes.
Big talent, though. The thing is this, you wondered what would have become of C.J. McCollum when he left the Trailblazers. He formed a very good Batman-Robin kind of duo with Dame Lillard, Dame Dollar. And people, his critics would say that he was the lesser of these stars in Portland. He didn't make it bother him because he's not a man for the limelight or for social media. Played very, very well for them. And you wondered what it is that these Trailblazers saw that caused them to deal him away if he was finished. Well, based on how he plays for the Pelicans, he is far from finished. And he was a floor general last night and is scoring the points that they needed with their best player, Brandon Ingram, sat on the bench. So CJ, he won't make many highlight reels even when he scores 40 because he doesn't do the Ja Morant stuff. He's not as spectacular shooting as Dame Dollar or Steph Curry, and he is not brash. He quietly goes about the job. He's going to be efficient, and he'll take you far, but he doesn't have the necessary chutzpah to elevate you to high heights, but he is a very solid player to have, and the Pelicans are doing well with him in their roster.
Yeah. Playoff spot for the Pelicans?
Yes, I see them based on the strength of the team. The team is strong.
Yes.
But to show you how the West is, 2 weeks ago they were top of the West, and now they are third after a 4-game losing streak.
They have actually dropped to 4th, and they've edged back to 3rd.
And there you go. So it doesn't take. So the West isn't that hot right now in terms of teams being dead on consistent. The Pelicans will be in the last 8 coming out of the West. That's for sure. How far they'll go in the playoffs? Don't think they'll go far, but I think they'll be there in the postseason. They'll have postseason basketball to play this year.
Okay.
Well, next year.
All right. The other game on the night saw Utah Jazz defeating the Washington Wizards, who have been losing a lot more than they've been winning in recent months. Here are those highlights.
Kuzma back in Utah. He, Bradley Beal, and the Washington Wizards in town taking on Lauri Markkanen and the Utah Jazz. Keep in mind, Kuzma played college ball at the University of Utah. But here's Colin Sexton. He's playing ball with the Jazz right now. He knocks down a three. Then Lauri Markkanen knocks down a three. Then it's Jordan Clarkson knocking down a deep three. And, boy, Utah is looking good from outside. They're up 41-36 in the second quarter. Bradley Beal. It's a nice crossover. Then the tough layup. Then Beal hits a pull-up jumper. And at this point, Washington's up 50-47. Under 4 seconds left in the half now. Corey Kispert just pulling from half court, absolutely burying this shot at the buzzer. Watch it one more time. Washington heads to the lockers up 66-60. To the third quarter we go, and it's Jordan Clarkson working on his range game again, knocking down a three here. Then it's Markkanen again, getting the three to go, and Utah goes back in front. They're up 80-79. Did we mention Kyle Kuzma, who played his college days in Utah? There he is, behind the back, shake, fake, and take, throwing it down, and we're tied at 83. Colin Sexton now, showing off the nice handle, then gets the basket with the lefty left. We're tied at 90. Blake Beasley knocking down a jumper. Then Jordan Clarkson pulls up and hits a three. He had 23 in the game. Then it's Beasley with the steal. Takes it all the way for the floater. He had 25 points on the game, 4 steals as well. And Jordan Clarkson, watch this little no-look over to Walker Kessler throwing that one down. Watch it one more time. Utah goes on to win this one by 8. Final score, 120-112.
Yeah, the Wizards not very smart right now, George. 14 losses in the last 16 games. They're in the doldrums.
Yeah, no magic, no alchemy from the Wizards, and not that you would have expected otherwise from the start of the season, given the strength of the roster or the lack thereof. Kyle Kuzma, a player who has threatened to go up another level and be maybe among the third, well, not quite second, but third tier of the stars in the NBA, but very inconsistent. Bradley Beal is going to score his points. He's going to be among the leading scorers in the league because that's what he does.
Yes.
And year after year, no matter how bad the Wizards are, Bradley Beal will get his points. But beyond that, there is nothing in that team. They added, you'd recall, they added Russell Westbrook recently. That didn't help them. They went for a big-name player who could give them zip from the point guard, from the shooting guard position. They didn't get that. So the Wizards are a bunch of players that you shouldn't expect much from, and they're only here to beat teams that are worse than them, and there are a few in the NBA, but they won't trouble the big boys. For the Jazz are a nice team. The Jazz have always been a nice organization. I felt they should have achieved more when Donovan Mitchell was there as the leader. Rudy Gobert was there. They've swapped Mitchell for Colin Sexton, who's a nice young player, very aggressive, very good. Meanwhile, Mitchell, who's gone the other way to Cleveland, is lighting it up down there. I expect the Utah Jazz to be a strong team in the conference, but don't expect much from the Washington franchise.
Yeah, Utah play next on Monday against San Antonio,
Yes.
and the Wizards, they're playing tonight against Buddy Hield's old team, Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, the Kings should win that one.
I think so too. So before we leave viewers in Trinidad and Tobago, here's your chance to play or take your shot promotion and win a trip for two to attend the 2023 All-Star Weekend in Utah. Watch the NBA live on SportsMax to get a chance to scan the QR code for more information on how to participate. The promotion, which began on the 28th of November this year, will end on the 20th of January 2023.
Want more content? Follow us on YouTube, subscribe to SportsMax on cable, and download the SportsMax app today.